talk a lot in our practice about the value drivers of a business. And for the most part, we use that term when we're talking with owners who have a plan to exit in 3 to 5 years. Now, value drivers are those critical things that buyers look at to determine your health of your business. And so it's important to understand that even if you have no plan to sell your business, even if you have a plan to give your business to, say, a family member to succeed you, that these value drivers indicate the health of your business. So let's dig into this and talk about what actually creates value in your business. The first thing is strategy. Do you have a strategy that you can articulate that shows where the business is going in the future? So it doesn't matter, for example, to a buyer that your business is successful today if you can't also show that there's a plan for the business to be successful tomorrow. So being able to identify that strategy is critical. Now, I've had clients say to me, well, Jane, we can take this product into any market anywhere. And I say back to them, well, yes, you can, but you can't. You're going to have to pick one or two and articulate the strategy for getting into those markets. Another scenario I might give you as an example is a client who waited too long to sell her business because her industry was declining and the value of her business dropped significantly because she didn't have a strategy or wasn't able to articulate a strategy for where they were going to go next and how they were going to address the changes in their marketplace. The second driver, financial. A lot of owners are hyper-focused on EBITDA. And while EBITDA is a critical metric determining the health of your business, there are two other ones that I think are important for you to consider. The first one is debt, obviously. What is it? How much debt do you have? And what kind of debt is it? The second thing is cash flow. If you're not working today with a 13-week cash flow forecast so that you can see week by week where the revenue is coming in from and when it's coming into your organization and where your money is going out so that you can pull those levers necessary to keep cash flow positive in your business, I'd encourage you to do that. A 13-week cash flow is critical to a small or mid-sized business owner. Marketing. We talk about, are we doing marketing? And that's not what I'm talking about. Obviously, today we should all be doing some kind of marketing to outreach to our potential clients and keep in touch with our current clients. But the other thing about marketing is your ability to show with metrics that you have a brand that is respected in the industry and that you can show that you stack up against your competitors and how you stack up against those competitors. That's what we would look at in terms of marketing. Growth would be another value driver. So when we look at this conversation about sales, the health of your organization isn't just determined about how you've done with regard to revenue and sales and profitability in the past in your organization, but you also have to have a story to tell about the future. This ties in with that conversation about strategy, right? Can you show where the sales are going to come from in the future? Do you have a healthy mix of clients in your organization? This is one of those areas where owners tend to really not consider the mix of clients in your business. So can you show that you've got a mix in sectors, you've got a mix in industries, you've got a mix of sizes of clients in your organization so that you're mitigating risk for the future? The number one thing that buyers care about is their ability to mitigate risk when they make a sale, right? So you have to show them that you've got a good client mix, you've got a plan for where that comes for the future, that revenue is going to come from in the future. And better yet, and this is harder and harder to do, but if you can show that there are any contracts that you have, any evergreen contracts that you have with clients that will ensure that client will be there with you for a long period of time. That's a great way to show a buyer that you've mitigated risk. Operations. Where are the processes in your organization? And are they effective processes? Now, when we talk about operations and process, most people think of how do we deliver our product or service? And yeah, that's what I mean. But I also mean a couple of other things. You might be surprised to know that potential buyers look for things like sales process. Are you able to show that you have a process for how you engage potential customers and how you win business? Do you have a sales process? Do you know what a sales process is? The second thing is, you might be surprised to know that potential buyers look for things like process in the HR part of your organization. Do you have a process for how you onboard people into your organization and integrate them into the organization and into their specific role? And finally, do you have a strategy for the organizational part of your business? So this is the talent part of your business and the culture of your business. Can you articulate for a potential buyer that you have a healthy culture and that you have a plan for how you manage talent in your organization? So this is important all the time, but it's critical if you're looking at selling your business. Let me give you some examples of what I mean by that. Do you have a succession plan for you in your business? This is important for a buyer to see that you are not too critical to the success or failure of the business. So what's your succession plan? Do you have a plan for keeping key employees in your organization? What do those contracts look like with your employees so that you're mitigating risk of loss of that important talent in a purchase? And finally, do you have a learning and development plan for people in your organization? A couple of reasons this is important. With younger workers today, learning and development is one of the top 3 things that they care about in an organization. They want to know that their employer cares about their personal and professional development. That's one reason to do it. But it is really difficult for small and mid-sized business owners to have training budget that rivals bigger companies. So you're going to have to get creative with how you train employees in your organization. But the more that you can show that you've got a plan for how you develop people in your organization, the healthier your organization is and the healthier it looks to a buyer. So these are the value drivers that we look at and buyers look at to determine the health of your business. Do you have a strategy? Are you financially healthy, and can you show that? Can you show that you have a place in the market and what your brand equity is in the market? Can you show your strategy around growth? Do you have a good client mix? Can you show that you are going to retain these clients long term? Do you have a great operational strategy? Do you have process around delivery, sales, and HR? And do you have a plan for the organizational health of your business? If this video was valuable to you, you can always learn more about what Pat and I are doing for the exhibit industry at OptimumValueBlueprint.com. Or you can subscribe or follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We're wherever you are on social, and we look forward to connecting with you.